Kasey, welcome to Luton. How does it feel to be here?
Yeah, no, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing to finally obviously get done after the last week or so of the conversations, and yeah, just can't wait to just get playing.
What are them conversations like? Obviously meeting Jack and having them words.
Yeah, it's obviously it's positive. We're still obviously always in limbo if this is going to happen or that's going to happen, but yeah, it's finally here and it's finally done. So yeah, I can just focus on the football now.
A lot of our younger midfielders obviously look up to Jack. I know you're a little bit older than maybe like a 17, 18-year-old, but for you at someone your stage in your career, to have Jack Wilshere coming in as your gaffer, that must be a big draw.
Yeah, of course. I've obviously grown up watching him. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but yeah, I've obviously seen him playing for England and stuff like that. So I'm sure he's got a lot of things that I can learn off and a lot of advice that he can give from obviously his playing career and now obviously onto coaching. So yeah, I'm obviously buzzing to be here and work under him.
I was going to say, do you reckon you've still got a lot to learn in giving your career?
Yeah, of course. I think you never stop learning. You can always learn, especially when it's from someone that's been there and done it and had the career that he's had. I think there's a lot, obviously, that I can take on board from him and obviously the rest of the coaching staff.
Talk to me about yourself, and I know you're local to here, so to get this move and get to move back home with your family must be a huge thing.
Yeah, obviously it's a huge thing. Obviously living so far away, not seeing the kids and family, like you said, it's been difficult. So obviously to get back home, and obviously my kids are here now, my missus. So yeah, I'm buzzing to be here, and I just can't wait to be back at home and playing football for Luton.
Luton fans will maybe remember you from coming on in the playoff final.
Don't talk about that. No, obviously that day was a good day, but at the same time it didn't end obviously how I wanted to as a Coventry player at the time. But yeah, I did play in that game, and we won't talk about it.
And your time at Hull, I know maybe this season maybe not played as much as you'd wanted to, but overall, how would you rank your time at Hull?
Yeah, it hasn't obviously gone to plan. Obviously, it's been difficult not playing and being so far from home, so it's not been ideal. But then I've got the opportunity to obviously come back to home, live at home, be around the family, and hopefully start enjoying my football again every week.
Do you reckon that plays a big part maybe in a way a player does train or play, knowing that you're in that safe environment at home and you can just travel in, get on with your business and kind of like still live your life?
Yeah, I think like my kids are here now, they never really got to come up to Hull as much as I wanted them, or they could because of school and football and stuff like that. But yeah, being at home, I'll be doing the school run in the morning and then driving into training. So it's just back to like normal. It's back to the life that I kind of had when I was at Coventry, of obviously being at home, and hopefully that, well, I think it's going to definitely help just being around, living back at home, familiar, and then driving into football, picking the kids up from school. Do you know what I mean? Just everything's just going to be a bit more normality than it was, whereas at Hull I was kind of by myself and it was different. You miss out on big moments like my little boys' football and stuff like that. I couldn't really go training and stuff like that. So yeah, I can't wait.
And what has Jack kind of said to you in terms of what he wants you to bring to the team currently?
Yeah, I think he's obviously going to expect quite a lot. I think that's just normal. That's what managers obviously want from their players that they're signing at this time of the season. So I think it's for me to kind of put my stamp on the team early and try and obviously impress from day one and get the team up the table as much as we can.
And what can Luton fans expect from you then as a player, positionally as well?
I hope I get a lot of goals, a lot of assists, and can contribute to Luton getting back in the Championship where they should be. So yeah, I think I'm going to obviously try and do my best to have an impact on the team and obviously use my experience to help others, but at the same time try and score assists, be an attacking threat, create chances, so on, and hopefully a winning game. So all that stuff kind of comes naturally.
Obviously it's January and we've still got a big chunk of the season to go to achieve the goals that the club want to achieve this season. I'm sure you want to personally play a big part in that as well.
Yeah, I think you look at the squad that's here and you expect playoffs at the bare minimum. So I think it's for the players now to deliver. You can't always say we've got this squad and we should be here, but you kind of got to deliver. So yeah, it's for me as well coming in. I've got to deliver, and yeah, that's just how football is. And hopefully we can try and get all max. If not, then playoffs and give it a right push.
You know a few of the boys as well. Nicky.
Yeah, obviously know Naki and Wilshere, and played against a few of the lads before. So yeah, there's been a lot of conversations over the last week, voice notes, calls, and so on. But yeah, I'm buzzing to obviously get back playing with them and enjoying my football.
And at your first game, potentially a long away trip for an early game at Plymouth.
Yeah, I know. I moved here to try and get closer to home, and we end up with a 4-hour trip. So yeah, it is what it is. It's football, and yeah, hopefully we can get 3 points on Saturday.
And then eventually, week Saturday, back in front of the fans at home and at Kenilworth Road, a stadium that you've played at a couple of times?
Yeah, I played at Kenilworth Road a few times. Obviously, it's always quite a feisty atmosphere coming as an away player, so hopefully I'm on the right side of it this time, and it's an enjoyable occasion, yeah.
How excited are you just to get in front of the fans now?
I actually can't wait. I can't wait to just be playing football again, just knowing that, do you know what I mean, I can express myself and feel free, and yeah, just can't wait for Saturday to come.